Hey friends, what's up? Redneck Gamer here. Welcome to Farming Simulator 17 DLC Spotlight, or Overview is what this is going to be more of. As you can see, we are here on the title screen and we got the Platinum Edition of Farming Simulator 17. Well, not edition, because it's technically an add-on or a DLC. But yeah, I just wanted to start off here on the main screen to show you that it is the Platinum Edition. It is here finally, and I do have a few notes over on my second screen that I do want to run down before we get into the video. So obviously the big thing is that they added a new crop type, which is sugarcane, and this whole DLC or add-on is basically centered around the sugarcane crop. So we got a new map with it also. It's a South American map. We got about 24 or 25 new pieces of equipment. That's ranging from tractors to implements to harvesters to even a car. On this new map there is a custom cow model, so it's not like anything we've seen in Farm Sim before. All new map objects, new map textures. Basically what those mean is that the objects placed around maps that we have seen, like Gilchrist Valley and any other map really, I have not seen one object from those maps that are in this map. Every object is brand new from what I can tell. What else do we have? We have new AI vehicles. We got new AI pedestrians that actually speak Spanish and not English anymore. We got new quote-unquote mission farmers, so when you go up to do a mission, it's not going to be the farmers that you are used to seeing or the names that you are used to seeing. They're going to be quote-unquote custom ones for this map. We got a couple new sell points, including a sugar factory and a harbor. What else do I have on here? We got new brands in the game, which is awesome. That goes with the vehicles. And that's pretty much it on the map itself. It features pretty much all of what I talked about already. Like I said, custom foliage and terrain textures. And you guys will see that once we get into it. So let's go ahead and get into the overview. Alright, so here we have lined up every single new piece of equipment. Centered is basically the sugar cane equipment, and just basically the big equipment of the pack, or quote unquote big. The sugar cane is mainly in the back. The second row forward is the grain harvester, the sugarcane harvester, and a sprayer, and the front row is all the tractors. So let's do a little walk around real quick. We got the Massey Ferguson 4709, being the smallest tractor of the DLC. We got the ST Max 105, which is a Sarta. Let me see over here. Stara. That is completely my bad. Like I said, new brand. Don't know the brand, so yeah. So those are the tractors. Some Staras. The ST Max 150. I don't know if I said that or not. We got the Stara and Impedidor, which is a unique sprayer. And I actually did some research. This is the only sprayer of its kind. It's equipped with a liquid tank and a fertilizer tank on the same unit. You can switch between them with just a button, and you don't have to worry about like detaching it and then attaching another tank to it. It's all one unit, so it's really cool. We'll skip that one for now. Here we got the Bison. Yeah, the Bison or Bison or Bison. I don't know, however you want to say it. The Bison Super Z056 or Z056, not sure. It's the harvester. Only has a grain head with it, because that's all that comes with the DLC. And pretty much the star of the show is the case. What model number is it? The case MR8000 8800. My bad. Sugarcane harvester. This thing just looks mean. Over here we got some more star equipment. A little grain drill, a huge grain drill. We'll be taking a look at specifics here in a second. So another star. This is a grain cart. The Reebok Ninja 33,000. Yeah, that's right. We got two huge trailers here for transporting the sugarcane out of the field into a sell point. These three trailers here are for basically grain carting the sugarcane from the field to the truck. Here from left to right, ranging from small to the biggest, are the new planters for the sugarcane. You can only plant sugarcane with these planters. Over here we have just a Lizard SWT7 pull type 1-row sugarcane harvester. I believe it's 1 row, could be 2, I'm not sure. But yeah, just basically a no brand. It's a Lizard, which is just a brand that farms have made, basically. Here we have, I'm not sure what brand this is. This is the TT Big TT. Okay. And we have the TT multi-cultivator. So this one is a cultivator. This one is also a cultivator, but I believe it seeds or fertilizes. This is a cultivator specifically for sugarcane. Basically how it works is those two discs on each side. So it's basically a 2-row. They go right over where the sugarcane was, discs it up, puts something, either a seed or a fertilizer down, and then some more cultivation happens. Here we got some more Stara. These are both cultivators, a small one and a big one. This is actually how it is. It doesn't float up or anything. And over here, last but certainly not least, we got the new Lizard vehicle, just called the Lizard Convertible. So it's all really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of these in the shop and get some specific specializations on them. Alright, so here in the shop, obviously first category is going to be tractors. Scroll all the way to the back where all the DLC is going to be. And right here, we have the Massey Ferguson 4709. It's a $78,000 tractor on the cheap side. It's $100 a day, 95 horsepower. And I was about to read everything here, but that's not all really important. And we can customize it with a front loader attachment. We can put wide tires. That's it, just wide tires on it. I was expecting to be narrow tires, but just wide tires. Next up we have the Star ST Max 105 for $80,000. Only slightly more than the Massey. It is again just $100 a day, 105 horsepower. We select it. We got a wheel setup configuration. We have the standard, the rear twins, wide tires, narrow tires, wheel weights, and back to standard. Here we have the Star ST Max 150 for $200 a day, 150 horsepower. We can choose from the ST Max 150, 180, and that's it. Basically 180 is obviously going to be 180 horsepower and $230 a day. We got wheel setup with standard, rear twins, narrow tires, wide tires, wheel weights, and back to standard. So those are the 3 tractors that are included in this pack. Oops. There are no trucks, there are no front loaders, there is a harvester. The Bison Super Z056, so it was a 0. $405 a day, 100 horsepower, a grain tank capacity of 3,540. It says it can harvest all grain crops from wheat to corn, but there is no corn head. If we take a look here, obviously you can use one of these Capellos or even the New Holland if you wanted. But from Bison there is just a Z056H for $16,000, 35 a day, 4.2 meter working width, and it obviously is just for the grain, and obviously you can't customize it. Next up, we have the most intriguing category of them all, the sugarcane harvesting. So for the seeders, for the sugarcane seeders, we have the single row billet planter for $32,000, $50 a day, 140 horsepower required. It will hold 8,990 liters of, I can never remember if it's of each fill type or if it's a combined capacity that it has there. Either way, that's the capacity of it. It is a 1 meter working width, so it's just a little single row planter. It does do the sugarcane and fertilizer. Next up we have the TT. Apparently TT is just the brand name. The TT, oh wait, I forgot to say the name of this. This is the Gessner. This is the TT 8022 driveless single row planter. $44,000 to buy, $75 a day, 195 horsepower required. This one has 13,100 liter capacity, and again does the same two things that the other one does. Next up we have another Gessner 2-row billet planter for $80 or $85,000 to buy, $80 a day, 220 horsepower required to use it, and it has a capacity of 17,400, working with a 2 meters. Obviously 2 meters because it's 2-row. And this one also does the sugarcane and fertilizer. Next up we have the Lizard SWT, the pool type sugarcane harvester for $45,000, $30 a day to maintain it, 100 horsepower required, and just 1 row. So I was right, just a single row. Harvesting speed of course at 6 miles an hour. Now we have the Case A8800 multi-row with a pretty good price tag, $349,000 to buy, $1,020 a day to maintain. Sorry, I'm getting a little out of breath. 358 horsepower, and there is no onboard capacity. It's just like a forage harvester basically. You just fill up the carts as you go. There's no built-in capacity. It does not hold anything. So yeah, and a 2 meter working with, so it's 2-row. Next up we have the Lizard Kana Trans 600 for $19,000, $15 a day, and a capacity of 12,000 liters. So this can be used to transport your sugarcane from the field to a roadside truck. And it actually holds more than just sugarcane. It can hold straw, silage, wood chips, chaff, grass, or hay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this is the grass, this is the hay, because that's a little sun and it dries it out. That's a good way to remember that, by the way. Next up we have the TT Colossus 10,000 for $31,000, $15 a day, 20,000 liter capacity. Again, holds the same fruit types, and it is for the same purpose. And actually, if we select these, this one we can change the colors as well as the pull type harvester. You can change the colors on that. Sorry, I kind of overlooked that. If we select this, we can choose the colors, any color you want. Next up, we have the Massey Ferguson 3012. This is kind of exhausting. It's $42,000 to buy, $20 a day, 28,000 liter capacity, and holds all of the same types as these two. We select it, we can choose standard or wide tires. Next up, we have the Random sugarcane semi-trailer for $82,000, $40 a day to maintain, 66,500 liter capacity, holds all the same crops, and this is for actually taking your sugarcane from the field over to the sell point. And yes, you can use these to take them to the sell point too, but it might just be a little more efficient to just use these. Obviously, if you're working with the smaller ones, you're more than likely just going to be using this to haul from the field to the sell point. Next up, we have another Random trailer. This is a sugarcane trailer as well, and it can be attached to this trailer. It is pretty much the same specs, and when I say pretty much, I mean exactly the same specs, except for a slightly bigger price tag at $92,000. And that is it for the sugarcane harvesting category. Next up, our next category we have, is the auger wagons. There's only one thing in here. It is the Starter Reboke Ninja 33,000 with a price tag of $66,000, $120 a day to maintain, and a capacity of 33,000. I saw that come in when the model number was 33,000. Holds all crop types except for obviously potato, sugar beet, and sugarcane. And it also holds fertilizer and seeds, which is pretty standard for what we see here. Nothing in the plows as far as I know. Next up, we have the cultivators. There are quite a few in here. We have the Big TT cultivator for $13,000, $5 a day to maintain, 320 horsepower to actually use it, and a 3.4 meter working width, and you cannot customize it. Next up, we have the TT multi cultivator 5-in-1. Wow, 5 for $17,000 and a $10 a day maintenance fee, 240 horsepower, a 600 liter capacity, and 3.5 meter working width. So this is a subsoiler. It can be used instead of a plow. Fertilizer spreaders improve the yield of your fields. So this, I was right, injects fertilizer into the ground as you are using it. So it sounds like you can actually use this instead of a plow to get rid of the needs plowing effect that the game has, if you play with it. Play with it enabled. Next up, we have the Star Fox 11 for $16,000. $30 a day maintenance fee, 130 horsepower required, a capacity, we'll get to that in a second, of 585, working with of 3.7 meters. If we go ahead and hit select on it, we see we have a choice. We have standard, which is what we have over there and right here. Excuse me, got yawn. Or we can put a cedar box on it. Basically, obviously you can use or seed pretty much anything. And by that, I'm completely lying. I don't know why I said that. You can seed wheat, barley, grass, or overseed radishes, or just radishes. Next up, we have the Star Asa Laser, or I shouldn't say it, you know, English. What? I shouldn't say it in English, since this is a South American company. That's also what I learned when I was looking it up. This is a Asa Lazar CRDCR 13. Probably butchered the name anyway, but $28,000 to buy, $15 a day maintenance fee, 220 horsepower required, and just like this one, it has a 845 liter seed tank that you can seed all these. Obviously a slightly bigger tank. Working with 4.9 meters and a 1 mile an hour faster work speed. The next category is sewing machines. We have the Stara Cerise Master 3570 for $31,000 by $30 a day maintenance fee, 75 horsepower required, a fill capacity of 750 liters, working width of 3 meters, only does seeds, and it does all the grains. Sorry about that little cut there, phone went off and I had to answer it. Next up we have the Stara Esriel 32 for $215,000, $640 a day maintenance fee, 420 horsepower required, capacity of 8,750, working width of 14.4 meters. Fill types is seed and fertilizer, and does all the grains. Next up we have the sprayer category, and in the sprayer category we have the Stara Impedidor 3.0, $195,000 to buy, $550 a day maintenance fee, 220 horsepower, fill capacity of 5,100, a working width of 27 meters, and it, like I said earlier, it can hold fertilizer or liquid fertilizer. I should say solid fertilizer or liquid fertilizer. The next category we are going to is the cars category, and here's the new car, the Lizard convertible. I was about to say a model number, but there is no number. The Lizard convertible for $36,000, $20 a day maintenance fee, 140 horsepower, and its top speed of 74 miles an hour, which is pretty nice. It's in line with all of this. We're going to go ahead and select it. We have a convertible 140, 162, 220, and that's it. And basically what the numbers mean, it's just horsepower. So 162 is 162 horsepower, 220 is 220 horsepower. You can choose colors, wheel setup, rim color, and a design color. Pretty cool. And the next and final category is pallets. And in the pallets we have the Lizard sugarcane pallet for $340, a capacity, or it has 2,000 liters in it. Obviously it just comes with a little sugarcane pallet. While I was about to do that, I was seeing if there was options. That's why. And that is all of the equipment. So that is the equipment overview. We will now go ahead and go to the map tour. So see you guys in a second. Alright guys, welcome to the map tour segment of the video. Started a fresh save, so we have all the starting equipment, and this is where we start off at. Obviously the starting point doesn't matter because you will always start there. Anyways, obviously we start off with $20,000. We take a look at the PDA. Quite a large map with pretty good sized fields from small to huge. Because 29, that's not a small field. So first thing I want to do is the little house tour, because one of the awesome features of this new map is that this house is actually functionable, or functioning. And what I mean by that is we can open the doors, as fans are spinning, we can go up the stairs, we can open more doors. Obviously we got the master bedroom with a balcony. What do we got there? Something I can't read. That means cow. Something family. Cool. So this is the view we get. We have a pool, which is nice. We have a little round room with some vines growing up it. That's pretty. I like that. We'll get to there in a second. We got the master bedroom here. The master bath. This is nice. We also have a dishwasher in here. I mean, not dishwasher, clothes washer. But where's the dryer? I don't see a clothesline out there. Do y'all? Because I don't. Maybe if we go back to the balcony, we'll see one. Nope. They just magically dry. Cool. What do you expect? It's a farming simulator, you know? So that is all for this side of the house. We go over here. Oh wow, this kitchen is really cool. I didn't really explore the house. This is really nice. You got some fruits, some juice. What's that? Looks like some peanuts or maybe some pickles with some spices in it. Or maybe just peppers. Who knows? This is all really nice. We have a really fancy spiral staircase here. Look at that wood. Almost looks like redwood. We got another big bedroom here. A little office. Here's my setup tour. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously. Pretty nice view. A view over the farm. That's always a nice one. Another little bathroom here. With another clothes washer, but there's still no dryer. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's check out the pool. Obviously you can walk in the front and right out the back, which is pretty cool. Oh wow, you even got a little grilling area out here. This is nice. This is good detail here. The little wheelbarrow flower pot thing. You got a little workshop over here. Now this is where the objects thing I mentioned earlier comes in. Like, I'm pretty sure we have not seen any of these in the base maps of Farming Simulator yet, with the exception of the little metal shelf, the toolbox, and the stool. Old metal rusty lockers. This is all really cool. Looks like we're restoring a plane, which is pretty cool. Sorry about that cut there. Phone rang again. So over here in the garage, we open it up and there's our farm truck. Some basic maintenance stuff in here. You can open the garage door and take a drive around. Don't know why I was about to get in the passenger seat. So we'll go ahead and drive through the main farm. Here we have one of the first startup vehicles. Just the basic case 1450 with the smallest sugarcane planer. Over here we have the silo system, which is all new again. Pretty cool. Something I'm kind of finding funny is this is almost more, or this is pretty much more American than the base American map silos. I find that kind of funny. Anyway, you go ahead and dump your grain there. You know how it goes. Swing around here and pick up your grain from there. This looks like it is the pig enclosure, if I had to guess. Yeah, there's manure and slurry over there. I don't think the pigs have a custom texture. Oh, this is the cow pastures. That's my bad. Buy a couple of those. As you can see, it's a new model. I don't have enough money. Well, I can fix that. Alright, somehow we have $8 million. So now we can see some of these cows. Yep, 100% new model. Which is really nice. That's just really good attention to detail. Next up, we have the barn just across the street from, or across the path rather, from the cow enclosure. Start off with the small star seeder, the small lizard sugarcane trailer, the in-game Brantner grain trailer, and the Massey 4709 with a front loader on it. I almost missed this. We have the Sarta Fox cultivator. We have a front loader with pallet forks in here, a bucket, and fertilizer and seeds. That's always nice. What's this say? Sugarcane. We got a little Sarta ST Max 105. We got some more sugarcane tutorial and sugarcane boxes, and the lizard sugarcane harvester. So now let's take a look around. And if you look up to the sky, you can kind of see some more custom objects that we have not seen before. You got little balls on the telephone wire. And basically what those are for are aircraft, so the aircraft can see them. Pretty sure that's what they are for. That's what I know them as, or know them to be for. Also, if we look back there somewhere, well, back there is the bison harvester right back there, in front of a field of wheat. That's directly behind the house. We got a custom silage bunker texture, and look at all the foliage around here. Again, this is on the note that I said in the beginning of the episode, or the video, on custom foliage and ground textures. The soil around here seems to be a little more clayey than than most soils, which is pretty cool. You don't really see change of soil texture too much in FS. Also, another little detail is the paths on the more traveled dirt path. You can see there's a lot of tire tracks and some water collecting in there. As you can see, here's another example of what I said in the beginning of the episode or video. The custom AI traffic, custom road texture, and here's the shop. All new shop building, which is really cool. Always good to see new buildings being put in. Telephone poles kind of look like they're from Sosnovka, although I cannot be 100% sure on that, as I have not played that map much at all. We got a bridge that goes somewhere over there. I think it's a sell point and a few fields. We got a huge fancy bridge over here, but unfortunately it is closed for construction, as we cannot go on it because it's blocked off. And something tells me they're going to be needing more than just that little cement mixer. But that's just me. Maybe they do things different around here. Maybe they're just doing patchwork. Who knows? So here is the main town of... I was about to say the name of the town, but I don't remember it off the top of my head, nor could I pronounce it anyway. So if we pull up here, you can see some new pedestrians walking around. And if we get up close to them, come on, talk for me. There you go. She speaks Spanish. Just go around. Go around. Oh, so are their cars always this dirty? This is really cool. No, this car is pretty clean. Is there random dirtiness to them now? Or has it always been like that? I'm not sure. This looks like the more run down part of town. This must be Main Street, just by how it's all wide and fancy looking. We got the main park here, which is really cool. Oh, this right here. I gotta show you guys this. This is really awesome. We got some farm. We got some farming. We got some more farming. We got farm chips, salsa. We got farm chips original. We got farming. We got some more farm chips. And I think that's it. Yeah, that looks to be it. You can't pick anything up though. It's all one object. But these are obviously sun chips and Frito chips. I'm not quite sure what these are. They kind of look like a pie. Oh, that doesn't make sense, but whatever. These farming are obviously like a what's it called? Tortilla shells. No, yes, tortilla chips. There. Salsa chips, if you will. Corn chips, whatever you want to call them. Not much to see around here other than some shops here. Some more construction, looks like. A football field, or as us Americans know it as soccer field. And I actually didn't notice this. There's a little soccer ball here. They can actually pick up and, or not pick up, you can kick it around, kick it around, kick it around. Look at that. Looks like we got some advertisement over here for some football. Obviously soccer. Cow poster. Not quite sure what it is. Maybe it's a rodeo or some sort of cow show. There is random nerdiness. Sorry, that caught my eye. Over here, I believe we have the harbor. Yep, looks like it. Whoa. Oh, we got a spinnery here. I believe the spinnery is this building right here. Yep. You drop your wool right off to the side there. And the harbor. Oh no, the harbor is not here. It's just a little dock station, it looks like. And we got the bakery over this way. And that's a pile of trash. Or a trash can thing. Oh, there's the bakery. Looks like you've been back into the back. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool little bakery. Sorry, hiccups. Let's drive back through town real quick and go on Main Street. And there's no road back here. And there kind of is a road here. Old collapsed wall there, it looks like. Where do we want to go next? We can go kind of the way we went, or came from, rather. We'll just jump the little median here, if you can call it, if you can call it a median. We'll go over the bridge over there. Yep, all in Spanish. Pretty nice little bridge here. Got some damage there, it looks like. Man, this has been fully under the water. That's pretty cool. Up some more damage there. Looks like we got pretty much just an overgrown area over here with a field right there, field 25. And while we're here, let me show you what I mean by the custom mission farmers. Crap. Come on, man. So there are a few. Hey, that is a new name actually. So yeah, there are custom farmers on here. Yeah, I guess you could call them quote unquote AI farmers, but they're not actually AI. Anyway, we have Maria Galena. So that's pretty cool. So you can do some work for her. Continuing the drive from the field back there, field 25, or Maria's field. We have a little valley here. Pretty overgrown. Looks like there was a car wreck there. Uh-oh. And this is what I wanted to show you guys. We got some ruins up here, which is pretty cool. Looks like a fallen castle. It's pretty nice looking, even though it's all dilapidated. What could those be in there? They look like just falling down pillars. Little, like a watchtower right here. And we also have, whoa, that's a big hill. We also have the pig enclosure. Pretty nice. Can we buy them here? Yep. Yep, just the basic pig texture, as well as the sheep as well, as far as I know. Let's continue on out of here over the river. Little rickety bridge, and something pretty cool here. There's a sunken vehicle there. Looks like they ran off the road. Looks like it was little bus there. You can see the algae moving around in the water. That's pretty cool. Up here we have just a house right here. Is that a house? It kind of looks like a worship area, like kind of like a church. Got a nice garden there, it looks like. But we also have the sawmill. I'm actually a really big fan of this sawmill here. I know, I just like it. It's just basically like a canopy style barn with conveyors in it, or not conveyors, but saws in there to saw up the lumber. There's the train tracks, so you can load up your wood at another destination and use the train to bring them over here. It's a pretty small lumber yard, but it's nice nonetheless. I really like that barn. So let's continue over the train tracks. So kind of following the train tracks from where we just crossed over them. Obviously you see the train tracks right there. Kind of a uphill kind of bridge there, which is pretty cool looking. We have the sheep enclosure. Old rusty windmill right there. Pretty cool. Pretty similar to the other one, the pig enclosure. This must be where the wool spawns. Is this where we buy them? Yep. Buy. Yes. And just a basic sheep texture, as I figured. Let's continue on to our right here. You can see we got some pretty decent sized fields around here. And right over here we have the BGA. But we gotta go over here to get to it. Whoa. Also, are there some custom crop textures in here? I can't really tell. It's been a while. It's been a long while since I've seen just the basic in-game textures. Most maps that I play on now have custom or slightly edited versions of the in-game textures. Yeah, there's our bison combine and our wheat field there. Go on to the right. So pretty much to the right of the farm now, we have the BGA over here. Does the scale actually work? It does. That's pretty cool. So something pretty cool about this BGA is that you can just dump it here. You just, as far as I know, you can just dump or back a trailer up to here and unload. On the other in-game maps, the Gold Coast Valley and Sosnovka, you have to use a front loader to load up the biogas. You can't just tip a trailer into it. But here it looks like you can. Let's go ahead and follow the train tracks a little more. Here we have a train sell point. So you can dump grain in here, it looks like, and load it by train, or if you decide you just want to do it by truck and trailer or tractor and trailer, you can load it there too. So a little storage facility, if you will. This looks like where you buy the animals, which is nice. You can buy and sell them here. It's pretty cool looking. Also a little sell point for, it looks like, straw. Yep, so you can probably sell your grass, your bales, your hay bales, your straw bales, your silage bales, and all your loose hay, grass, straw, all that. I'm not 100% sure on selling the silage bales there, but maybe you can. I know that's how it typically works. Continuing, taking a right out of there, we come up on some more train tracks, obviously. Cross over them. And we're going to take a right here. Because we got a barge. No, the barge is just there for detail. We have the sugar factory here. Some nice sounds in here. Come in here. CAP, sugar production. That's not what it means. That's just, I added that to make it sound good. Here is where you will be unloading your sugar cane. Pretty cool looking. Then it's processed into sugar. I keep pressing shift to go into reverse, but I'm not playing with drive control anymore. Looks like we've got some pools here for their water needs. Pretty cool looking, pretty cool detail. Oh, can we fit through here? Oh, yeah, but I hit the power supply. Oops. So going back where we came from and going to make another right. We basically went around the whole entire map now. Did it spin out a little there, it's okay. We have the harbor here, and just down the road obviously is the town, as you can probably see in the distance there. Here is the harbor. Really nice looking. Looks like you can just unload your grain right here and drive right on through. That's pretty convenient. Really nice dock area. You even got some wet spots on the concrete. That's always that's a good detail. I like that. Whoa! Just ran that over. You can apparently move them too. That's pretty cool. And to our right is just the town. And just outside of town, behind the soccer field, is your little chicken enclosure. Pretty cool. Oh, somebody left the door open. That's not good. Up here we have grain elevator number 2. We saw number 1 over there after we checked out the biogas plant. Basically the same setup here. We have the train, so we'll go ahead and take that around. We got a custom train texture here. That's always nice. Look inside. Pretty beaten. Let's go ahead and get going. So if you notice here, there's a little pull-off track right there. You can't actually use that. I tried backing into it and it doesn't work. It's just there for a detail. So right here is your little lumber load up area for the train, so you can just use the train to take your logs through the lumber mill that way. Right over there is the sugar factory we were just at. The detail on the power lines is so cool. It really is. There's the livestock dealer we were looking at earlier, and grain elevator number 1, I believe. Maybe I had the numbers mixed up. That's possible. Oh, this is number 3. Number 1 we haven't seen yet. Have we seen it? No, we haven't. But we will see it coming up shortly. There's the biogas plant. A little bit of an uphill section here. Really nice overview of all the farmland out here. You can see it for miles. Looks like we got something coming up here. The train transport train transport company. A little overgrown here. This is pretty cool. Almost like a little shanty down there. Now we're gonna go on the downhill bridge and just take a look at the detail on this bridge. I mean, there's moss growing on it, there's vines creeping up on it. Look at all that moss. Look at all the bent rebar too, I never noticed that. It's pretty cool. So it looks like there was at one time a guardrail there, but not anymore. Coming up past the sawmill here again. Again, I just love the sawmill. It's just so simple, but so awesome looking. Coming up on grain station number 3. That's what it's called, right? Grain elevator. Or grain elevator number 1, or also known as just grain elevator. Excuse me. There's a grain elevator. Pretty much like we've seen in the other grain elevators. Again, there's the vehicle shop. And we are coming up to where we started, which also concludes the map tour. That is pretty much everything on the map there is to see. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video. This DLC I give a 5 stars. Is worth the money. You get a lot for it, and the gameplay potential is really good. I know myself, I will be doing a series on here. Don't know when that'll actually officially start, but look for it on the channel soon. It's only $20, and you know, it did just release, and normally when just after things release, Steam does a 10% off sale on them things, at least for a few days after, or maybe a week, I can't remember. So maybe you can get it for 18 bucks if you go to Steam and get it, if you have the Steam version of Farm Sim, like I do. Anyways, this DLC, in my opinion, is 100% worth your money. I see no problems with it at all. I'm more than happy to spend $20 on this DLC. You get 20 plus pieces of equipment. You get to experiment with the new crop, which is the sugarcane. There's the new map, which is just absolutely beautiful, and you can tell a lot of work went into it. And for 20 bucks, it is well worth your money, guys. Anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, click the bell icon if you are subscribed, all that happy bullshit. And I will see you guys in the next one. I butchered my outro. Until next time, I'm the Redneck Gamer. Until next time, I'm the Redneck Gamer. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.